Hey guys, Drifter here. I'm back with another early gameplay video from DLC2. Thank you Activision for flying me out to Sledgehammer to capture this. There goes that FTC disclosure, but let's talk about the map Dunkirk. Dunkirk is, in my opinion, the second best map of the normal multiplayer maps in DLC2. The scale is admittedly a bit smaller and a little bit less epic than the Christopher Nolan movie, which clearly inspired it. However, it will still feel very similar. Once you get on the map, you will immediately think, okay, this is the COD version of the Dunkirk movie, and it still plays well though, especially for objective modes. However, the gameplay you're going to see from me isn't going to be very objective oriented. A lot of it's going to be camping, cheesing, something kind of dirty with pistols or shotguns or shovels or something. You're going to see me absolutely lose my patience, camp, and cheese people into submission through any means necessary. The reason why is that there was a French YouTuber with us in the capture session doing live commentaries in the studio, which is fine. A lot of people do that, and you know, a lot of people like to be excitable and energetic too. However, his live commentaries were essentially him screaming as loud as he possibly could for the duration of the match, with obviously high points when he hit snipes and stuff like that. He liked to quick scope, he liked to fight, he liked to run around and go for like big plays and stuff, and when he hit one, I'm sure you could hear it in the next building over. For those of you that watch the Zoloft videos or the stream and stuff like that, you probably know that I struggle a lot with loud noises. They, for lack of a better word, and I know it's a memey one, trigger me. So for most of this, I was Mr. Shakes and getting all sweaty and flustered and irritated and trying not to make an ass of myself or yell at him or tell him to be quiet because I don't want to ruin another man's videos, and I assumed it was just kind of my problem. The first round we played, it was domination, and the French team just came out to play. They were like crapping on us. We were down at halftime, but me, J-Hub, and Credilag came back and fought super hard to barely win against this squad, which I think will be the last bit of gameplay in this video. I don't know why, but I have that edited toward the end here. So you'll see us work super hard to capture B flag and win. We just couldn't. None of us wanted to lose to the guy that was screaming, but I was just trying to keep my composure. Now the guy did this for a lot of different maps, but Dunkirk was his map. He was an extremely good sniper. I'm kind of trash talking the guy, whatever, but his sniping was on point. He sniped the crap out of me, he quick scoped me, he trick shotted me, he made me feel like an idiot. So when Dunkirk came up, I could just see him grinning like this is his time to get good gameplay, and I knew all that screaming was coming, so I decided to channel all of my energy into just surviving and killing anybody that looked like a sniper rifle so I wouldn't have to hear the screaming. So that's what you're seeing with me holding this building and taking snipers and using the toggle action and throwing knives and all kinds of crazy nonsense like that. But back to the map itself. I've had my own personal gripes and tying it into past videos and meta, whatever, but the map itself is basically a two-lane map. You have the outer flank, which is a wide open sniper fest with a boat in the middle and a few cars for cover on the street. This just screams, hey, come over here and snipe. Hey, you want to do trick shots? This is your place. On domination, there's B flag in the middle beside the boat, so it's a very hot spot to contest. It's very difficult to take and relatively easy to defend once you get it. If there is a middle lane, I guess I could say it's the street, but I would say the street and the beach kind of just smushed together. If there's anything that's more middle or central to control, there would be two theater buildings close to the street where you can climb into the balconies and you can shoot at the other theater building, or you can shoot across toward the enemy spawns. You can't see the enemy spawns, but you can get pretty close and pick people off as they come out. The other lane is a very tight, clustery, like back alley running through buildings and gardens and upstairs and stuff, sort of cluster through buildings, and it is extremely close quarters combat. Shotguns, submachine guns, fast-firing assault rifles, even pistols. Anything that shoots fast and kills quick and doesn't have to be accurate will work fantastically here, but there is a sort of choke point between the two that you can go through all these buildings and alleys, but to cross over to the enemy side of the map, you have to run across a big open empty street that has three common camper windows looking at it, so you have to clear the building across by shooting across or throw smokes, or maybe just YOLO it and run across and try to get lucky. But running across the empty street is kind of a death trap if you don't have it under control. You win this map via two ways. You can either win it via sniper dominance and just fight out on the beach with your super long range weapons and keep everybody pinned down if you're good, which is primarily what we ran into, or you can do flank dominance. If you're really good, if you're really fast, if you're not afraid to cross the street, if you can fight through the clustery little buildings, you can come around behind the snipers or anybody with rifles and shoot them in the back very, very quickly. And it's just one or the other. You got to either choose to play sniper or choose to play flanker. Anything in the middle, if you try to compromise between the two, it probably won't work very well. And in my opinion, this map plays best in objective modes like hardpoint or domination. And I think especially domination because it forces fights around the B flag, around the boat. If you're just playing kill confirmed or TDM or something like that, almost nobody likes to go outside. People like to sit in the houses and play this little SMG shotgun cluster kind of fight. But if you have B flag out there by the boat, you're going to force at least 2 people on either team to play snipers, and the entire map is going to revolve around controlling the boat area, which, despite being challenging, is very fun. Guys, that's all for this short commentary. I'm in Boston right now at PAX, so I can't do too much. I hope you enjoyed it, I hope you like it, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the raw gameplay as well. Drifter out.
Securing Anton! Atom! Securing Bertha! Recon airborne, searching for targets. Taking B. Enemy taking C! Enemy holds all positions, correct? We hold Anton! Looking for! Securing Bertha! Die bewegen sich! Securing Bertha!
Verkörperungsgranate geworfen!
Capturing Bertha! We're taking heavy casualties! B captured! We're dominating them. Keep pushing. Recon airborne, searching for targets. Excellent work. The fatherland endures.